This is the girl Andrea, back in the best part of my home, my kitchen. And today, guys, I'm going to whip up for you a nice macaroni pie, just like how they make it long time. So let's start with these ingredients. For my recipe, I am going to use some cheese. And this is sharp cheddar. See how nice, finely grated? Sharp cheddar. This is 4 cups of sharp cheddar here. And here, I have some extra mild cheddar. This is to mix with the sharp cheddar to do the topping. You understand? So I'm using 2 different types of cheese. Mild cheddar and sharp cheddar. I'm going to also be using 2 eggs for this recipe. 2 small eggs. Right? Surprising enough, I'm going to be using some original crackers. I'm going to be using some crackers. I'm going to show you how I'm going to incorporate this into my menu. And 1 stick of butter. I have some black pepper. This is the black peppercorn. I'm going to just grind it. You understand? 1 can of carnation milk. Of course, you must have some salt. You must have some onion. And I'm going to bring the mustard. I forget the mustard. I'm going to bring the mustard out in a little bit. And I'm using today elbow macaroni. Alright? This is 32 ounces. I'm using this entire box of elbow macaroni. So I think I have all the ingredients gathered together. First to begin, you know, when you're doing your cooking, you must gather all the ingredients first. Alright? The mustard I'm using is yellow mustard. Okay? Just a little squirt of this. So what I'm going to do, I have this water boiling there. So I'm going to put some salt. Probably about 1 tablespoon of salt into this boiling water. Water must be boiling, okay? About 1 tablespoon of salt into the water. And you just add in your macaroni. Your water must be boiling there, guys. This is how water does look when it's boiling, bubbling and nice. You pour your macaroni in. You understand? And you give it a little toss. You give it a little toss. And let it boil for about 9 minutes, 9 to 10 minutes. Okay? And I'll be back. Now the macaroni has been cooking for 10 minutes now. And if you see, you must, when you put that macaroni in the pot, right, you must make sure it have more water, right, so it should cook the macaroni really nice. And look how it looks here, right? So you want to feel it now to see if it's cooked properly. So it's kind of hot, eh? So you take one, it's so tender enough, not soggy. You don't want your macaroni to be soggy. When it's soggy, it makes a soggy macaroni pie. And you don't want no soggy macaroni pie. That is bad cooking. So now I'm going to pour this into the strainer here. Pour this into the strainer. And what I'm going to do, run some cold water over it. The reason why I'm running the cold water over it is to slow down the cooking process. You understand? You slow down the cooking process right here. Because you don't want it to be soggy, as I've said. So you keep running the water over it, cold water. And in the meantime, you sort of break it apart. So now I'm going to pour this macaroni into this mixing bowl. Right? And I'm going to take a stick of butter. Empty 1 stick of butter. So that break up the butter. The heat from the macaroni is going to actually melt the butter. Right? This is going to be a real nice macaroni pie. And you know, in Trinidad, you have macaroni pie during, like, for example, anytime you can have it, but especially on a Sunday. Right? Now, I'm going to put some onion. Empty the onion there. Incorporating all these things nicely. And I'm going to put 1 can of carnation milk. Right? And I'm going to put the egg afterwards. The egg, what the egg does, the egg sort of bind the macaroni together. Right? 1 can, oh, it's smelling good already with that onion. So 1 can of evaporated milk. Alright? Now, I'm going to put the cheese in. I'm going to put in the cheese. And this is 4 cups here. This is 4 cups total in that bowl there. You could put more cheese if you want. It all depends. You know, some people put a lot of cheese. Yeah. Make it cheesy and nice. Wow. Macaroni pie, guys, coming from your girl Andrea Chinese Kitchen. And I'm going to beat 2 eggs. Now, when you dealing with your eggs, if you find it have any little shell or anything like that, like this piece of shell here, you make sure you take it out, okay? Take out the shell. Look at our next piece here. See, it have a next piece of shell. I'm taking out that shell. And then what you're going to do, you're going to whisk that egg. You're going to whisk it real nice. Alright, shell is out. Whisk it until it's nice and fluffy. And then you're going to pour it inside that macaroni mixture. Right? Pour it in a macaroni mixture. Macaroni pie, guys, make from scratch. Andrea Trini's Kitchen. I'm telling you, everything smells so good already. And you see, I've set the oven at the oven is being set right now. It's being preheated at 350 degrees. You're going to bake this for about an hour. Right? So the next thing you do, you put some black pepper. Right? It all depends on how much you want. Brings out a nice flavor in your pie when you put your little black pepper in. You understand? This is what you call seasoning your pie. And you go put in about 1 tablespoon of mustard. Yellow mustard. Okay, guys? While the oven is preheated, you take some butter and you butter your dish. You know? According to how much macaroni pie you're making, it all depends on the dish size too. You understand? You could have a bigger dish, you could have a smaller dish. It all depends on how much macaroni you want to make. Macaroni pie. I'm going to use some mild cheddar. Probably about 1 cup. 1 cup of mild cheddar. Add it to the sharp cheddar. You understand? This is how I make my stuff. Anybody, you can make it with just the sharp cheddar if you want. Any cheese you get. I'm mixing it up a little bit. You understand? And now what I do? Take some of that cheese and I sprinkle it to the bottom of the baking pan. Sprinkle it nicely. Coat it real nice with cheese. You understand? Put this aside here. And now you take the macaroni itself, the mixture, you give it that next final mix, and you pour the mixture in the dish over the grated cheese. You understand? This is Trini style macaroni. If you have another way of making this macaroni, you can leave a comment in the comment box below. And while you're there, like, comment, share the video with your family and friends, especially in this time, in this COVID season. In this COVID season where people are home. Now you take another layer of cheese, you put it on top of this. Right? Sprinkle it nicely. Put some more macaroni. It's going to make a big macaroni pie, and I'm going to put the rest in a small dish. You understand? So you're topping it up real nice. I'm telling you, it smells so good already. It smells real good. I think this could make just 1 macaroni. I thought it was 2. You know what? I'm going to just make 1 macaroni. 1 pie. 1 nice pie. Those folks in this house love eating macaroni pie. Really they do. Right? They sprinkle some more in that mild cheddar on top. sprinkle it real nice. Cover all the macaroni areas. See, the oven is set at 350. So the next thing you do now, folks, is to take your crackers. This is when the crackers come in. You take a rolling pin, put about 3 or 4 together, and you roll it, grind it up. This is bring the nice crusty look in the pie. And after I finish, you'll see how it will look with all this water crackers. You take the crackers and you sprinkle. You sprinkle. Understand? And it's all ready to be in the oven now. All ready for oven. So now we stick it in the oven at 350 degrees. And as I said, I'm going to bake it for about 1 hour. And I'll be back. Let me put it nicely in the middle. And I'll be back. Okay, the pie is finished, guys. Been baking for about 65 minutes. And I let it cool off a little bit because, listen to me, you can't really cut your pie as soon as it comes out of the oven because it will fall apart. So don't rush it. Let it cool off a little bit. Let it cool off a little 15 minutes and then you can cut it, okay? So here I am cutting this pie and let me show you how it came out. And look how bouncy it is. See how bouncy and nice it is? This is how your pie should be. So I'm going to cut out a piece here and show you how this pie came out. Alright? Right, look at this pie. Look at this pie. This is how my pie looks, you know, on top is crispy and nice. You see now all that nice colors and the layers of the cheese and the macaroni, right? This is going to make a real sumptuous meal. As I've said, if you like what you see, give me a thumbs up, right? Share this video with your friends and family and subscribe to my channel for loads of new video. This is your girl Andrea signing off with another great video. Bye.